Hi, welcome once again. So in this video we will see how object radius node is used and what's the purpose of this node. In this example you can see, there are three spheres and in two sphere it is more or less the same, the size of the brick is more or less the same. But let us suppose if we increase the size of this sphere, you can see the brick size also increases. Whatever the direction you do it, there is a change in the brick size. So what we mean to say that there is a change in the size of the texture. So let us get back to the normal one. Even if you are making it small, the texture size actually reduces. Now try this. See, we are elongating it, but the texture size or whatever in this example, the brick size remains more or less the same. So the whole idea is this: if you compare with this big sphere with the small sphere in front of this, both the texture remains the same. It seems that it is made out of the same material. However, with the other one it is not. So let us see why it is and how you can manage this. Please like this video if you find it informative and helpful, and yes, subscribe to our channel for more updates. So create a new material in this texture material folder. Okay, fine. Object radius. We have this object radius. Okay, fine. So we have this object radius and double click. Great. So first we need is a texture sample. So texture sample is something which is very important. So we will choose something like a brick will do. Let me take some other brick to make it more clear. Okay, so here we are, and now we need object radius. Oh, sorry, this K. So object. Fine. So here we are. So object radius. Now object radius, we have to, with object radius we basically need couple of things, and you can see there is no object radius in this material. There is no option for object radius. To find that object radius we have to go down, and you have to still go down, and okay, you expand this on the material segment, still go down, and you see here 0. So it is the number of the customer is UV is 0, so we have to make it 1. The moment we make it 1, we have something called, here it will be activated. So customs UV is activated. Now this customs UV can be used to control the object radius. So basically there is, okay, so after the customs radius, we need to have multiply, and we need to have a divide, so that we can have a texture. Because what we will do is we will divide that radius, because the moment we connect it with the divide, this whole thing gets out of the texture. So we need a texture coordinator. So just remember as of now that we need to connect all these as of now, and it will go. Sorry, why it is not coming? I think, yeah. So you connect the texture coordinator with the multiplier, and you connect the multiplier with the customs UV. Now you can see in the preview that it is not coming properly. So what we need is, either you can change it in this segment, or you can have a single vector also, which is connected to B. So either you connect it here, so we can do some changes. So let me make it 100, and let me see how does it work. Okay, fine. So it is working absolutely perfect, and the textures are visible. Save it and apply it onto the mesh. So here we are. Although this texture is quite a big, anyway, at least the concept would be clear. So we make a copy of it, and let me change this. You make it big, you can see the texture is not getting altered. The texture remains the same. I mean, the size of the texture remains the same. So both of them are acting absolutely perfect. Unlike, other examples where based on the size of the mesh, the texture changes. So here we can have the same material on two different objects, and it will take a absolutely same image. Whatever the orientation you do, you get the same texture size. Fine. Even if in this direction also you see it is the same, right? Okay, I think let me apply it over here also. You can see the texture remains the same irrespective of whatever the mesh we have, and we can increase the size, we can decrease the size. You see the texture size remains the same. So in this example we have taken the brick. Because of the brick, you can understand this. Let me make it a bit smaller. So 50 will do. Let's see how it works. So it is quite small. Okay, so here it is. Things are quite visible even if you extend that, but although it will take as a different image, the orientation of the image or the texture will be different, but the size of the texture will remain the same. In our earlier video we have seen how both of these can be aligned. Both the textures, not both the textures, the textures of two different mesh can be aligned, but that was something different. If I go back to my previous example, so I want to make it clear that object radius, let me this, okay, speed of camera. So here again we have two different mesh, but it will appear that it is the same material. But here it is not about the same material, it is about the same size of the material, same size of various art or whatever it is there. It more or less remains the same. Yeah. So that's it about this video. Thanks a lot. See you in the coming videos.